Okay, let's get started with our weekly tarot card reading for all the zodiac signs. And this week I am using the Hush Tarot deck. And let's start off with Aries and see what we have going on for you, Aries, this week. Okay, Aries, I feel like this week it's all about trying to figure out what is going to make your heart sing. I feel like there's lack of motivation this week, and I feel like you could either be bored this week with whatever it is that you're doing, or you just don't feel like doing it. There's this feeling like, here I go again. I don't want to be doing this. Or maybe there's something that you have to accomplish that you just don't have the energy for. So some of you just may not have energy this week, and you may be dragging your feet for something. But at the same time, you are trying to figure out, what do you want to do? If you don't want to do what it is that you have to do, or if it's something about your job or whatever, then what is it that is going to, number one, make your heart sing, make you happy, and number two, bring in the feeling that you have everything that you want? So you're trying to find that balance where you want more in your life that makes you feel fulfilled than just doing the work, just for the sake of doing the work, whatever that is. Now, this can apply in your work life, in your home life, in your life in general, because I feel like it's a higher level of thinking from you. It's just an overall thinking that, here we go. This is my life every day. I get up, I do this, I do that. That type of thing where you just don't have the energy right now. You feel blocked in some way, but it's more that whatever it is that you're doing isn't satisfying you necessarily anymore. And that's where the root of the problem is. You may be really good at what you do if it does apply to your job, for example, and it doesn't have to just apply to your job. I'm just giving you an example of the energy. But if it does apply in your job where you just don't want to do it, it doesn't mean you're not good at it. You may be very good at it, but it just wore out its meaning for you. It's just not what it used to be for you. I think there's a stage where, in the beginning when you're learning something and you're fresh in it and it has a certain meaning, but after a while, we all change, right? People change, and all of a sudden, this isn't the same as it used to feel for you. It's not the same, and you're probably very experienced in whatever it is that you do, but it still doesn't mean that your heart is in it. So you don't have to feel obligated that you have to continue on this journey. So it's all about looking and searching for what it is that is going to make your heart sing this week. So it's an exploration week, and I think how it becomes an exploration week is when you feel that you just don't have the energy, or you just don't want to do whatever it is that you're doing. Again, this can apply to many different things in your life. This is a general reading, so I'm trying to give you the general energy of the week. So take it as it applies for you this week, Aries, but it's all about, I would say, exploration would be the key this week for you. Okay, now we're moving on to Taurus. What do we have going on for you, Taurus, this week? Okay, Taurus, I feel like this is a very positive week for you. I feel like you're pretty savvy this week is the word I want to say for the energy I'm feeling. It's this feeling that you're out there in the world, but you're right on point for how you're communicating with others. And I feel like this is an impression you're going to make, and possibly if you make a good impression in work, they will see that your potential is worth more. So if you're maybe trying to get a raise, you may be asking your boss for a promotion or showing that you're interested in taking on a new project, which would mean new monies, that type of thing. They will be impressed. It's this savvy feeling that you got this, so if you are trying something new this week in regards to work, it will bring in new finances. There is a feeling here that a promotion could be on offer to you, or something of that sort where you're establishing a new position in the world. And I feel like it's like you're leveling up, is what I like to say, is you're coming to a new level in your career focused if you are in the working world. But I also feel like you have emotional support. So I feel that this week it's very balanced for you. So not only are you being savvy, there's a reason too, you have support on the other side. So you have someone that can listen to you. Now it could be you're being savvy in your relationship. So this may not apply in work to you, but it may apply as in a relationship where you just got it going on. You are just being savvy with the one you love, and they are really noticing you and so happy about the relationship you both have together, because there's a synchronicity, and they love that about you. They love that savviness about you, Taurus, that you bring to the table. And you may be in a group setting where you're just funny. You're just saying the right things, and you're being on point with everything, and they're just saying, yes, that's my partner. That's the person that I'm with, because they are just hilarious. So you're being noticed. So overall for the energy is, no matter whether it's in relationship or work, there is something that you're bringing to the table this week in regards to how you're communicating and the things that you're saying, and you are on point. I would say as a theme for you this week, Taurus, you are on point. So great week for you. Okay, now we're moving on to Gemini. What do we have going on for you, Gemini, for this week? Okay, Gemini, this may not apply to everyone. What I got when I put down the cards is pretty specific. So some of you Geminis may be in a bad relationship, or a relationship that just isn't grounded for some reason. I feel like it's time, and you may already know this if you are the Gemini listening, but there may be a relationship that it isn't good for you, and you may be drawn to it or keep going back to it, and it's just this relationship that you just can't get out of. It's like, I think of it as like going into a spider web, you're just cruising along, and then you just hit this spider web, and you just can't untangle it from you. There's like pieces everywhere, and you just like, I'm stuck in this spider web, and I can't see my way out of it. That's what I'm feeling for you, Gemini. It's just, you may be trying to end this relationship or get out of it, but it just keeps showing up for you, and you're stuck, and you don't know how to navigate out of it. Whether there's something this person brings to you, but it's not always the best for you, and you realize that. And maybe this person doesn't know something about themselves. Maybe it's a test for you to see how you're going to navigate through the spider web of this relationship, because I feel that. And again, it is specific, so again, this may not apply to everyone this week, but I'm feeling that strongly here. So someone I feel needs to hear this. But I also have to say that part of you is understanding that from a logical level. You understand that this may not be the right thing for me. But there's another side of you that says, can't see my way forward. I don't know how to get out of this spider web. It's just tangling me up. And you're wondering how you can get away from it, because you know from the logical side of you that it's not doing you good, because it's not helping your self-esteem possibly. It may not help how you feel, because you know you deserve better. There's something about this relationship that is pinging you to keep going, and I feel like it's more inner work that you need to do, and the relationship is just showing you an outer layer to say, okay, I guess I still need some work to do on myself, because I'm not there yet, because you are bringing in that person based on where you are in your life. So to me, when that happens, when you're stuck in this spider web of a relationship that might not be working, it's really a time for you to look inward and say, well, what is it about me that keeps getting triggered by this? Is it a false belief I have about myself? What is it? So really, I would say this week for you, Gemini, and again, this is a general reading. This will not apply to everyone because it feels specific to me, but it is the message I am hearing, only the message I am hearing, is that there's a lot of inner work that has to be done this week, Gemini, for you to figure this out. And I feel like it's a longer journey than this week because, you know, these spider webs sometimes can be pretty big, but not to give up hope, and you deserve more. If this does apply to you and you are feeling this way, you do deserve more, and you know that. I don't need to say that to you. There's something that is lacking, and I feel like it could be lacking in your inner self that keeps this person coming back to you to mirror that to you, because a relationship is just a mirror for how you feel in your own world. You are attracting, whether you know it or not, what you feel inside. So do that inner work, and it's a journey. So don't beat yourself up if you can't figure it out right in this moment, but just do the best you can and keep looking inward, Gemini. Keep looking inward. Okay, now we are moving on to Cancer. What do we have going on for you, Cancer, this week? Okay, Cancer, I feel like this week is very homey. I guess it's the only word I can come up with for how I'm feeling from the energy presented here. It's like you're feeling surrounded by the people that you love. People are showing you love, but I feel like it's in your family. So whether that's your partner and your children or your family that you were born into, there is this feeling of security and warmth within your family this week. And I feel like if you have a partner, they are, again, conveying to you that they are there for you and they are your rock when it comes to emotional security. And I feel like you are adoring them, your partner, this week. So you are feeling very safe and secure in your home with your partner, with your loved one, or your family. This could be actually your father too. So it doesn't necessarily have to be your partner. It could be if you aren't with someone at this moment and you're in a different stage of your life, it could be your father or someone tied to your family. It even could be a grandfather. But there is this emotional support, so you know that you can lean on them. So there may be a reason for you to look to your family this week for emotional support. So you may have an emotional issue, something out in the world may bring up emotional things for you, and you come home and you're surrounded by your family, your tribe, your security, your safety, and it feels really good, and it feels very watery to me, which feels like your family, your heart and your soul. So just know that you have that backup. If something does happen out in the world, know that you have that backup to keep you safe and secure this week, dear Cancer. Okay, now we're moving on to Leo. What do we have going on for you, Leo, this week? Okay, Leo, this week is about relationships. I feel two people here, so it could be partnership. It also could be in work where you have to deal with a person in work. So I feel like there is a possibility that two people are gonna have to come together this week. If you're in a relationship, it's about how you're communicating to get something done. So if you are in a relationship, for example, you may have to work together this week for something in your life. And this can be anything. It's just a very general feeling I'm getting about these two people working together. Different personalities, the one energy is presenting, and I'm not feeling like male energy or female energy here. I'm just feeling one or the other. So it could be either, but one energy is all about direction, like giving direction. The other energy is all about the receiving end of how something is flowing from an emotional sense. So that could be either energy taking on those roles, but I feel like those two people are coming together to get something done, and it will be successful. I feel like the two types of energies that are coming together will make it a success because they're different energies. One is ready to flow into the direction of the other. So one is more apt to be the leader, and one is more apt to really drive it from an emotional sense and make it all happen and understand. So that's why I'm feeling it could be a work situation as well as just a regular love relationship. Because in a work sense, you may be trying to drive something to happen, and you're working with this person for some reason, and you're able to be successful because you have different aspects to your personality to help drive it to be a success. And in a relationship, I feel like the two people are coming together to work together. And I feel like if that is the case, I feel like in this relationship, it's already a relationship that exists. It's not something, if you aren't in a relationship at this point, a love relationship, I'm not feeling that it's someone's gonna, meet you or anything. I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling more of a established partnership of some sort, that you know this person already, you're already in a relationship, and you've got to work together on some project to make it a success, and you will, because of the way that you each contribute to whatever this project is. So I would say for you, Leo, this is all about working together. It's all about working together this week. Okay, now we're moving on to Virgo. What do we have going on for you, Virgo, this week? Okay, Virgo, I feel like this week, it's very interesting here because I feel like you're in the center of trying to celebrate your life around things that maybe aren't working out. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I feel the energy here. So there may be things that are over. There are things that may not work well in your life. You may have some relationships maybe that aren't working the way they should, or maybe not, I don't want to use the word combative, but there may be some competition with some people or communication that just isn't working well. And it's surrounding you. But I see you as the person saying, I know what I know in my heart, and I want to celebrate my life. And in spite of all these things that are in my circle, I'm still going to celebrate my life, because I have to look at the good that's in maybe the bad in everything. Now, I know that seems very cryptic, and I apologize, but sometimes when I feel these bigger energies, it's hard for me to communicate it because it's a very high level energy I'm feeling for you that says that you are celebrating who you are. It doesn't matter anything else that's happening in your life. You might have, for example, lost a job or ended a relationship, or there's something in your life that it just didn't work out for whatever reason, but it doesn't matter to you because you know that it's a journey and you're celebrating your journey. That's maybe a better way to say it. You're celebrating your journey in life. And then you look and you say, well, I can't seem to communicate with this person. Maybe there's a competitiveness with this person. Maybe there's someone in my life or people in my life that I'm just not jiving with. But it doesn't matter. I'm still celebrating who I am, and I'm celebrating my life and my journey in spite of all that. So you're doing a really good job at the inner work this week of understanding that, your life is a journey, and things are going to happen, and things aren't always going to be peachy keen throughout your life. There's always ups and there's always downs in your life. And if you're feeling that surrounded, it's not like you're wallowing in it this week. You're not thinking, I just can't catch a break, can I? I just can't catch a break. You're not doing that. You're saying, I know that I am doing the best I can in my journey, and I'm trying really hard in my journey, and I'm celebrating who I am because I know I've done work and I know who I am, and I'm not gonna let anything in my life change that or bring me down. So it's a really, really good energy from you, Virgo, and I hope that I conveyed it so that you understand it, because you understand your specialness in the world, and it's a wonderful feeling. And understanding that life does just happen. Sometimes it happens. It always just happens, right? Okay, now we're moving on to Libra. What do we have going on for you, Libra, this week? Okay, Libra, this is feeling like something's got to change. It's a lot about feelings for you, this journey in your life. And I feel like for a lot of people, I'm really picking up that energy as people are really looking at their life closely. But the feeling you have here is all about holding on to the things and the journey forward that really brings you life's fulfillments. And letting go of trash talk, because I'm hearing trash talk. I don't know, maybe someone uses that expression, trash talk. But you're just saying, you know what? Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. There is just enough. You need to change how you're engaging with other people that isn't helpful to you, because you're realizing that all of this stuff doesn't matter. So maybe there's something going on social media that there's this, because I heard trash talk, maybe there's something going on with comments or people, and you're realizing now that, why am I putting myself in this position? Because it's obviously not suiting me, and maybe I shouldn't be partaking. Or maybe you're in a group where you're a part of a conversation and it's not suiting you. You're thinking, why am I even involved in this? This doesn't help me. This isn't helping my life. This isn't helping anything about me. So I'm over it. That's it. I'm done. It's a sudden thing for you, because I feel like for you, it's holding on to what is keeping you grounded and keeping you emotionally grounded, I should say. And anything that people are saying to you, anything that people are doing that's not in your best interest, you're like, that's it, I'm done. No more. Just see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. That type of thing. I'm feeling very much, I'm done. This is it. But I feel like it's more not in specifically a relationship, a partnership. So I just want to be clear about that. I feel like it's more people. So that's why I'm saying social media, because I feel like you're not really attached to these people. It's not like they're your family or your loved one. And it could be in a work relationship, it could be just people just aren't having your best interest, or if you're in school, your schoolmates, or it could be social media, because that's what I felt first, like a social media thing. Or you're on some community where you're partaking in something and it's just enough. You're just like, I'm done. This is it. So it's very specific, but it is the message I'm hearing and feeling that has to be conveyed to someone, dear Libra. Okay, now we're moving on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, I feel like this week, there's something that I feel like you're going to hear this week that is going to be like, what? Okay, what just happened here? Someone may react to you in a non-grounded way, and you're just watching it like it's slow moving or a movie. Somehow you're detached from it. It's not shaking you up in any sense of the word. You are just like, okay. I feel like it could be a lot of different things that are happening. I feel like around work, either it could be someone offering you a promotion that you had no idea about, and you're like, okay, sure. It's not like you've been waiting for it or anything. Someone just says, I want you to work over here or do this. And it's weird because I feel this detached energy from you, Scorpio, almost like an Aquarius, so it'd be detached, that you're not connected to it emotionally. You're just watching life happen. And you're moving in the direction whatever is happening, but it's not affecting you. It's not making you feel one way or the other. It's weird because I'm not picking up that emotion part of this feeling. There's a lack of emotion for it. So whatever happens this week, and again, I feel like it could be around your work or just in your daily life, you're gonna hear something that may be shocking. Maybe you hear something on the news or in your community, or your family says something or whatever, and you're not picking up the emotion from it. It's not like you're taking it inward and reacting to it. You're just, okay, all right. And you have to move forward. Someone may decide that they want to tell you something that they've been keeping secret for a long time, and they decide that they're going to tell you. But you take it in stride. You're like, okay, that's your journey and whatever. And you're not reacting emotionally to it. So whatever it is, it's not like close to your heart for some reason. It's just words, but it's something somebody's telling you about themselves, or like I said, it could be they give you a promotion, or there's something going on about maybe you got a raise and you didn't expect it. But you're not like, woo, I got a raise, and jumping around. You're just like, okay, so it's an added so much. I mean, I feel like you're thinking if you do get a promotion, or more money, you're already in your head saying, okay, well, I got to take the taxes out of that, so the dollar amount is really this. But you're not taking it in like, oh, I'm so excited, And we have those moments in life where it's just not hitting us within the heart. It's not bad and it's not good. It's weird. It's like you're looking through a lens. You're not in it. Like you're not in the movie. You're just watching the movie. I hope that makes sense, Scorpio, because that's what I feel, and the only energy I'm feeling this week for you. Okay, now we're moving on to Sagittarius. What do we have going on for you, Sagittarius? Okay, Sagittarius, first of all, I just want to say I normally do not read cards upside down. It's just part of my practice. But the way this layout is, I feel it. So I'm going to leave it. I feel this week for you is a good one. I feel like for you, you're going to be out and about, and your energy is going to be high. This week, I feel like you're coming out of your shell this week. You are embracing life this week. You are showing the world who you really are and what you really can do. Maybe you have been kind of hiding out a bit in life. And when I say that, I mean like not participating in life to the fullest. There's been something that has been holding you back from participating in life to the fullest. And I feel like now you're saying, no, I'm going to participate in life. I have to get out there. I have to make an appearance in my life, and I'm coming out of my shell, and I'm just going to participate in life. It doesn't matter anymore. So I really like this energy for you, Sagittarius, because it feels like who you are. So maybe some of you haven't been yourself lately. Maybe there are parts of you that you've been hiding out, and you're feeling like, I am in a rut or something to that effect. But now you're ready. You're ready to take life's reins and just go with it. So I love this energy for you, Sagittarius, because it feels really in line with who you are as a person and the thrive for enjoying life and being part of life. It is wonderful. And I feel like for you, it is going to be the beginning of a continued journey that you might have had like a little speed bump in or a little obstacle, but you're ready now. So I love it, love it, love it. Okay, now we're moving on to Capricorn. What do we have going on for you, Capricorn, this week? Okay, Capricorn, this is a decision time for you. I feel like there's something you know you need to do, but you don't know how to do it. Oh, wow. I feel this feeling from you that there's a decision you have to make and you don't want to make this decision. Now, this could be just a decision that is just a hard decision to make. So this could actually be in a relationship where maybe you're just feeling trapped in this relationship, and you have been for a while, because I feel like if it is a relationship, it's been a long relationship. But you've just stayed in it because it's your relationship, and you just kind of going through the motions. And now you're like, I've got to change. I've got to make a decision, and I've got to be okay with it. So if it is in a relationship, I feel like if you decide to stay, you're going to go in it wholeheartedly, and you're going to say, I made the decision to stay in this relationship. I'm not going to resent anymore. I'm not going to feel bad anymore. I'm not going to get aggravated anymore. I'm just going to embrace this relationship as it is and embrace the person for who they are, and not really have those things inside that say, oh, I'm just so tired of this, or this is the same old thing, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to work at it. But if you decide that you want to leave the relationship, you have to be wholeheartedly and have the strength to do it. But I also feel like from this relationship, there's something about it that may make you feel alone, even though you're in a relationship. There's something that your partner isn't bringing you into in their life. They may not be sharing all of themselves with you. And I feel like it makes you feel left out, because it's almost like you're there, but you're a piece of furniture. You've been in the relationship so long, you're just there in the room. They're not really embracing themselves with you. And there comes a time where you say, is this worth it, or is this not worth it? That type of thing. But I feel like it's up to you. And whatever you decide, if you decide to stay, you're going to work at it. You're going to really work at it. And if you decide that you're not, you're not. It's a big thing, I feel like, and that's why relationship is coming up strongly for me for this relationship. So remember, this is a general reading. This will not apply to everyone, but the energy is what I'm feeling. And so let me try to be general about this energy in case that specific energy doesn't feel like you or does not resonate with you. If you in your life are feeling like you're not included, or you're alone, or you feel trapped in a situation, you are going to look at that situation very closely and say, what do I need to do to change this? What decision do I need to make to help me move forward and out of this feeling? Because again, remember, it's all about how you feel. And life is just all about that. If you think about it, everything in your life reflects back to you. So no matter what you do in your life, your outside world is reflecting how you feel about yourself. So if you're feeling trapped in a relationship, or you are feeling trapped in a job, or you are feeling alone around your peers, that's when you have to look back at yourself and say, what is going on with me that I am creating this situation on my outer world? Now, sometimes it's just you're growing. And people grow and change. And when you grow and change, so doesn't your environment. Your environment needs to change as well to match who you are now. And that's why I brought up the relationship, because a lot of times when you can physically, you're growing emotionally, physically out of a relationship, because that relationship might have suited you at a certain stage in your life, but now it doesn't anymore. Now that can apply to a job, that can apply to friends, that can apply to anything in your life. You need to stay in alignment with who you are inside, so that your outside world is in alignment with how you feel inside. And when you feel there's a discrepancy there, that's when change needs to happen. So this is an awareness from you that you are feeling trapped, or you are feeling alone, or you are realizing certain things aren't working for you anymore. And again, it can encompass any part of your life. I did feel relationship first and foremost, but that can also be your job. That can be your friends, your group of friends, whoever you associate with in your life. But it's that type of feeling. So definitely bringing up awareness for you, and really, think about what you want out of your life. It's definitely that. Okay, now we're moving on to Aquarius. Let's see what we have going on for you, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, I feel like some truth is coming up and out this week. Something is going to be unveiled this week, and you're going to hear news of something, maybe something that hadn't been out there. Could be generally for you, just how you're feeling life. You're hearing something that it's a good thing for you, though. I want to say that right up front. Whatever is revealed to you makes you very happy. So there could be news coming in for you that makes you very happy. Maybe there was a secret that came out. Maybe someone has feelings for you, even in a relationship. There could be news that somebody does care about you. I feel like it's going to hit you emotionally, and that's why I'm drawn to relationship, because whatever this is, this news that's coming out, it's going to hit you emotionally, but in a good way. You're going to be very happy with the news that you hear. So I feel like maybe there is something that your partner, if you're already in a relationship, will come up and tell you how they really feel about something. And it makes you happy because they've actually confided in you and shared their heart with you. And that's what touches you emotionally, because maybe they normally don't tell you these things, but they were being vulnerable with you. So you're going to hear some news that's going to touch you emotionally. It could even be you hear something out in the world, some news or something that has happened that it comes up and out, and so it touches you in a way that you're happy. You're happy that this finally came up and out, because it was something maybe that you suspected all along, and now you're seeing it, hearing it, and you're feeling good about it because you feel like, yeah, I was right, and I'm happy. I'm happy that this is coming up and out. So it is a big congratulatory thing for you. So someone could even tell you, if you have children, for example, someone could come to you and say, you know, we didn't want to tell anybody, but we're pregnant, that type of thing. And it's something that's coming up and out, or they're actually having a baby and it's making you very happy. Or if you have children and they tell you they're going to get married, it makes you very happy. It's that type of energy. So think about it in your life, because it is an overall energy I'm feeling. So think about, I gave you some examples of things that could hit you emotionally, but something will come up, news will come to you, and it will make you very happy. So wonderful week for you, dear Aquarius. Okay, now we're moving on to Pisces. What do we have going on for you, Pisces, this week? Okay, Pisces, I feel like this week you don't know what to do. I feel like you may be feeling not yourself. If any of you have any issues with addiction or anything like that, I feel like you're trying to figure it out. You're not sure what to do. There's this emptiness inside, Pisces, and again, this is a general reading. It's not going to apply to everyone. It's the energy I'm feeling, but there's an emptiness of you sort of not sure. I feel like this, I don't know how to explain it to you, but it's like a gel. If you think of a thick gel, if you're looking at your life, there's like this thick gel, like you can't see clearly through the lens of your life, if that makes any sense at all to you. But that's how I'm feeling. The energy is goopy. It's like this goopiness of watching your life play out in action, and it's almost like you can't clear it up. And that goopiness to me could be the state that you're in. It could be, if you are, and that's why I brought up addiction as well, if you're not fully in your clarity. So if you are on any medication or anything that just is making you feel not clear about something, And it could be lost in a situation in your life right now because there is this layer to your life that is, it's almost like if you are underwater in a way that you see the world. You know, when you're underwater, somebody's outside, like you put your head underwater and, you know, you can hear voices that are up above the water, but to you, they sound wah, 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 like muffled. It's that feeling I'm feeling from you, Pisces, this week. This could be an ongoing thing for you, so this may be a specific message that someone listening needs to hear, and it may not apply to all Pisces. Obviously, this is a general reading. Obviously, I'm not doing a reading for someone specifically, but it is a message that I'm called to say. So you may know of somebody that is going through this, Pisces. It may not be actually you. It could be someone in your life. So think of it that way too. So if it doesn't apply to you specifically, there's someone in your life that may be going through this. And if it is, then you'll know exactly who it is. I'm called to tell you about it, to clarify for you that what they're feeling. They are not feeling whole at this moment in their life. They're in a bad spot. If it is not you, Pisces, it is someone that is close to you, and they are just in a bad spot. And I don't know that they're in a spot where they can make a proper decision. I feel like if it is not you, you are around them trying to protect them. If it is you, I need to tell you that you have people around you who are very concerned about the state that you're in this moment. And they love you and they don't know what to do. Because there's this feeling of, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle this. And I feel like if it is from you, Pisces, you don't know how to get out of it. You've got yourself in a place where you just don't know how to take that next step forward because you're in it. And there are people trying to crack the code with you and help you, but you're not in that place right now. And if it is not you, but someone that you love, I'm telling you, they can't see it. So be there for them, but know that at this moment, there may be nothing that you can do because they're in it. And I feel like it's something they have to be in order to get out of. I hope that makes sense to you, but they're just in it. And sometimes it just is the stage they're in, and they don't know what to do if it is not you. And if it is you, you don't know what to do. So just hang in there is all I can say. It's troubling energy for me this week for you, Pisces, or for someone that you love, because I feel it. I feel this thick layer on their lens of this goop. I don't know, it's just that it's almost like they can't break out of it. I'm trying to think of that goopy stuff you used to play with. I remember as a kid, slime, I think it was slime. And you could stretch it and it was this thick thing. That's the layer I'm feeling on the lens of their life. It is just hard to push through it and break through it, but they're in it. And I can't really tell you about the future because all I'm feeling is the now energy, but maybe I'm feeling that because I need to confirm for you something about either someone you love, or to confirm for you, if it is you, that somebody understands that how you're feeling. So just hang in there, Pisces. And again, this is pretty specific, so it may not, most likely not for everyone. So just hang in there. If it doesn't apply to you next week, hopefully I'll have a general message. Sometimes I need to say something specific for someone. Okay, so great week for everyone. And as usual, I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.